So we are in the future site of the E5 wetsuit factory, and this is Nakamura-san. Hello, Nakamura-san. He is the all-around owner, designer, maker, master carpenter of wetsuits. This is his logo, E5. I own one. It's really good. Show us your wetsuit. ちょっと見して、何がいいって。日本語でいいよ。
まずストレッチね。
So the material is amazing. It almost feels like you're surfing naked, which is good.
シンプルカットね。
Yeah, simple cut. Okay, fewer lines.
で、あとノンジップで。
Yeah, notice the lack of zipper in the back.
で、ノンストレスな。
Yeah. So usually most wetsuits have a zipper in the back here, and when you paddle and you arch your back, it gets in the way a lot. This wetsuit has a double neck, so it doesn't need a zipper. And this is not an original design. Some wetsuits recently have non-zip things, but they're really hard to get on and off. This thing is amazing. Like, I was always against like no-zip wetsuits because they're really like you end up ripping them trying to get them off when you're cold. But this one's amazing. You just tug on one shoulder and it comes right off. So yeah, this is what it looks like from the front side, and when you take it off, it ends up coming inside out, and it looks like this. This is the inside. All the stitching. It's amazing. I've had mine for 2 years, and like I said, it's just like surfing naked. Really, really good craftsmanship. This is the new dry suit. Dry suit, mo miseru?
ドライスーツはでもついてる。でも新しいのはもうノンジップのドライスーツ。
Ah, he's making a new one that's a non-zip, but this is the latest model because it gets flipping cold here, so you need a dry suit in the winter. It's got connected feet, so no water comes in. You can actually, この中に服着るでしょ? You can actually just wear a t-shirt and like go surfing in your pajamas, literally, in the middle of winter. It's pretty rad. As soon as I save up enough money for one of these, I'm on it. All right. Yeah, so this is the place that he moved into. Nakamura-san's house, factory, his wife's parents' house, his parents' house were all lost in the tsunami. But it's a kind of a crazy story. He like literally walked around Ishinomaki trying to find an empty house for him and his family to live in, and he found this place that is his house. Hi, Rob and Kono-san. Next to it, and connected to it is this like a perfect place for a factory, which is why he moved in. It needs a lot of work before he can use it. First of all, look in the corner, like there's a lot of water damage in the ceiling, and it smells like mold in here. So obviously we need to do something about letting moisture in and out and stuff through the ceiling before he puts a factory in here. So the ceiling's going to have to be replaced. There's 2 glass sliding walls, which is good for like, a living space. But if you let a lot of sun in, it does a lot of damage to the material and the fabric is going to use for the wetsuits. Especially like rubber is really sensitive to light. So he wants to take these out. It'd be cool like if he could just open the shutter and let light in, but he can't because it's bad for the fabric. But if he leaves it completely just like this, it's too dark to work. So he wants to take this out and put something in like old school Japan. It's called shoji. Like it's white thin paper. It lets light in but not directly. Something like that. He's been thinking about how to do it by himself for a long time. And he can't let very much dust in, obviously, because it's a rubber wetsuit factory, so you have to keep the product as clean as possible. Yeah, so the layout, basically, like the middle of the room, he'd need quite a large table, like almost the size of the whole middle of the room, because the rolls of wetsuit material are huge, like this is one folded in half. So he needs the space to be able to like open up the rolls of fabric, obviously, and cut patterns and stuff. And then he'll put the machines, about 4 machines around the outside of the room. And the other big thing he's going to need is, see how the material comes in rolls? He needs rods, kind of like big, huge toilet paper roll things, probably over the table, like connected to the ceiling. He stacks the rolls on top of each other. Like I was saying, couldn't you just have a shelf and stack all the rolls on top of each other? But he said if you do that, the material gets creases in it, and it's no good. So he has to have separate rolls, like hanging from the ceiling. Kind of, yeah, literally like toilet paper rolls. So you can pull them down onto the table, cut patterns, and then sew them over here. And he needs some kind of ventilation system, because he won't be able to open the doors a lot because of dust coming in and out. And working with rubber and stuff isn't the best smell all the time. So yeah, basic needs, not too expensive. Just a few like cosmetic things and to make the space usable, and you know, like that stuff. And like it's pretty cool. He's even got like I'll walk you over here and turn you around. That's the entrance into his living room and the kitchen. And then back in the corner, he's got, it's called an ippuku room. This used to be the boiler room of the house, and he ripped the boiler out and made a little funked out cigarette meeting, you know, put your feet up room. And as a bonus, there are 3 ponies that live right out that window. Stoked. All right, so yeah, that's it. あとはなんか言いたいことある？それぐらいかな？
そうだね。少しで
Yeah.
もせっかく日本の工場だから、少し日本っぽくしたい。
ああ、
だからさっきの障子みたいな光だったり、やっぱそういう古いものをきちっと使うような。
cool, cool, cool. Yeah, he said so.
やっぱああいうタンス、あれは100年ぐらい前のタンス。そういうの。
Yeah, okay. Itomo, itomo. You can tell by his taste a little bit. I mean, look at the, yeah, this kind of old school Japanese design. He's got some, this is like 100-year-old Japan, like old school Japanese handmade dresser. If you look at the cigarette room, it's like, yeah, it's funky old school Japan. He wants to keep that. He wants to make a local, not too big. He doesn't want to be, you know, Rip Curl. He wants to be a locally run, locally owned, locally staffed by local surfers, small wetsuit factory. And he wants to make it like, it's got to be functional, obviously, and easy to use, and, you know, modern because it's wetsuits. But he wants to keep it old school a little bit, like protect the Japanese style and stuff. So, yeah, let's see what happens. 頑張りましょうイエーイじゃあねー